What is up, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be installing my cold air intake on the Mazda Speed, as well as the Cobb access port. Let me go ahead and pull it out of this big box right here, and I'll show you guys everything. Let's go ahead and get this unboxing going. I know it's a little ghetto, I'm on the floor, but I don't have a table to open it up on. So, it is what it is, right? So we have the bracket, just a thank you note, license plate holder, which I don't need, got the pipe, clamp, yeah, stickers, don't need that anymore, and this isn't even, whatever. The first part and the actual intake is bigger than I remember. I had one on my old car, and I think this was smaller, but I don't know. It's been a while. Let's see what else. Gotta have that carb certification, some California things, and cleaning instructions. I'll probably, I don't know, since I am moving out of state, I'll probably put this on, but once I move, I'll just take it off, probably, because you don't need it anymore. You only need it for California, just because of the carb certification rules, because California things. Alright, so that's the intake. This isn't even taped shut. Let me go ahead and unbox the access port. Got the cable to hook up to your computer. And we have the access port right here. We'll leave that inside. And we also have all the hardware to mount it into the car, like some sticky tape, some more stickers, and an extra faceplate, which I'll probably do because it's black. I like that a little better. But I do have one I want to get. I saw this one time when I went into AdSpec. They had like a money, like a $sign one. I thought that was pretty sick. Let's see what else is in here. I don't really remember. Here's the cable that goes to the OBD2 port, and that plugs into the access port itself. Some alcohol pads and some sticky tape to stick inside the car, and that's all you get in there. So let's go ahead and let's get this install going. All right, as you can see, I currently have a stock intake, and what I'm going to be replacing is from this screw. There you can see right there, that screw, and I'm replacing it with this. So it's going to clean up the engine bay a little bit. It's going to make it not look less crowded, and it's going to breathe a lot better. I'm actually not quite sure what filter I have. This looks like a K&N one, but I'm not sure. I'll know once I take it out. But let me pull this back up, and we'll go ahead and go on a quick little drive, and I'll show you guys the sound before, how the intake sounds now with the blow-off valve, because you can't really hear it, and what the intake noise sounds like. And I'll do that another one once I get the intake installed as well. So let's go ahead and let's go on and drive real quick. All right, so we're inside the car. I hope you guys will be able to hear this. I'm just gonna go ahead and go around the block a little bit. That way you can kind of hear, because there's a couple straightaways, but there's a few kids up there up on the road, so I'm not gonna go ahead and give it a good little rip just in case they decide to run across the street for whatever reason. But like I was saying, is you can't really hear the turbo blow-off valve at all, or the intake noise either. So I know, because since previous, I know once you install this, you can hear it a lot more, and that way I can get a blow-off valve and have better results. So let's go. I'll do a quick little pull right here. So you can't really hear anything. Do one more. See, nothing. go ahead and I'll go ahead and end the video here, and I'll pick it up as soon as I start installing. Alright, first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is we're gonna go ahead and unplug the MAF and unscrew it. That way I don't have any error codes. Even though if I do, I'll be able to clear them with the access port, which if I do, which would be a good thing. That way I can show you guys exactly how I do it. So let's go ahead and unscrew and unplug it real quick. That's all there is to it. We're gonna go ahead and unbolt this, and we're gonna loosen that and that as well. And I'm also gonna go ahead and pull this off after I loosen that. And the next part, the most difficult, even though it's not really that difficult, is getting that off, just because there's a tight space. So what I'll do is I might end up taking this off, or I'll do something, and when I figure it out exactly how I'm gonna do it, I'll make sure I'll show you guys. So let me go ahead and put you on time lapse, and I'll go ahead and I'll take all this stuff off real quick. Part out. I was actually wrong. You can't take this whole thing out at once. It comes out in separate. But now, let me go ahead. I'll take a look at this. So yeah, like I thought. Let's see if you guys. Here's a K&N. So it does have a little bit better airflow than it normally would, but it's still, you can tell it didn't sound like anything. And just by running my fingers over it, you can see how dirty it is. So don't need that anymore. Now what I gotta do is I'm gonna go ahead and finish getting all these bolts out from there, and take that bolt out as well. And I'll go ahead and I'll get this all set up and done. So to get that bolt back there off, I'm gonna go ahead and use just a box wrench, and I'm gonna go ahead and just loosen it there. It wasn't really tight, but I did have to take off the cover. It's not that hot. The cover, just to make sure that had enough room, because it was kind of a tight fit, because the cover, I don't know if you guys remember, it kind of covers all this stuff right here, all the lines and everything, just I guess to help it look a little bit nicer. But you know, it makes it very hard to get this off. So I'm gonna go ahead, unscrew this and take it off, and I'll show you guys as well when I'm done. And I also forgot to mention that you have to take this clamp off as well, and I have vice grips right here to get that off. So I'll see you guys as soon as I get it all done. This out finally. Yeah, that was not fun. This gave me a lot of trouble, just because the type of clamp it was. Let me see if I can find it. I think I threw it. Oh no, I didn't. It's one of these clamps, these hose clamps. These ones suck. But hopefully I don't have to do that anymore, or deal with that kind of clamp anymore. I believe I saw they give me new clamps of those, of that size. If not, I should have some, or I just go to my local auto parts store and go pick some up. But now that I have that off, I actually did take the cover off, I forgot to mention, just so I could access the nut right here easier. So now I'm gonna go ahead and focus my attention on getting this off. I'm not exactly sure where it's bolted down to, but I'll look around and I'll update you guys when I figure it out. So there was a bracket staring me right in the face right here, so I took that off. It's actually right there, and that left me with this, and there are two tabs, one on this side, one on that side, that go to right there. Oh, right here, but it connects to right here. You can kind of see it there. So now this should be ready to pull off. So I'll set you guys down and I'll pull it off real quick. All right, got it off. Next thing to do is just start piecing this all back together. I'm gonna start with that inlet pipe over there, and that should be the most difficult part of this install, just because it's kind of a tight fit, but I think I can do it. I've done it once before. Actually, I've done it a lot more than times, because I had to take it all off many times building the old one, so it should be no problem at all. sure I got it all. Ow, that's hot. Yeah, I got it all the way on. Now I know most people are probably wondering why I put it on without putting the clamp on first. I don't know, weird like that, but I find it easier to put this on first, make sure it fits, then put the clamps on. I don't know why, but that's just how I like to do it. So I'm just gonna cut this scene because it's not very interesting, but I'm gonna go ahead and connect this line right here as well as this line right here. I got the clamp on, and I actually did cut this a little bit just because I saw it was so long, and I was worried that you can't, yeah, right. I was worried it was gonna hit that and just get too hot. I don't know, irrational thinking, but you know, better safe than sorry. So then I went ahead and I loosened these up so that way I can put on that bracket to hold the intake in place. Now I'll take you guys over here. And I gotta screw all these nuts and bolts together to hold the intake in place. And it's gonna bolt down like this or something like that. I'll figure it out, but yeah, so like, all right, got it all mounted up, ready to go in the car. So I just gotta go ahead, it goes this way, this bolts down to that missing screw right there, and that slips in there, which I might have to heat up again because I did it the first time because it's a super tight fit, which is a good thing, but makes it a little pain in the butt to put in initially. All right, just got that bolt tightened up. I got those bolts tightened up down there because I was originally thinking I was gonna have to use those two, but I was wrong for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking, but it's that one. And I got this all tightened down, so now I gotta plug the MAF back in and put the cone on. So I'm gonna cut the clip and I'll show you guys everything with the cones back together, and once everything is put back together, the covers I mean. Just so I finished it all up, I put everything back together. I forgot how beefy these things are. I don't remember my other one being so beefy, but kind of like it. It fills it up, but it doesn't fill it up too much. I can't wait to get rid of that stupid top mount, put a front mount on, and get the front grille I got before. Also getting a blow valve. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on what I think I'm gonna get. I already know what I'm gonna get, but let me see. I want to see what you guys think. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the access port on. I'm gonna flash the car for the tune for this, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go on our first drive. I did coolant temp just because I don't know the condition of the coolant. It looks pretty good, but you never know. So keep an eye on that. And like I said, ABS pressure and intake temp to monitor what it is now. I didn't really have a chance to monitor it before, but at least now I'll kind of know what it is. I'm expecting a little bit of it, but nothing too crazy, just because it's still stock blow valve. But like we did before, let's get around that corner, and I'll hit third gear, and we'll give it a good test. I believe last time I did it, you could tell a big difference just from the intake alone, but this one did have a K&N, so I'm not too sure. The first one I had, it was didn't have the K&N, it was stock intake. But we'll see right now. Oh yeah, much better. Yeah, I hope you guys can hear it. That's crazy. I forgot, I missed this sound. Yeah, that's the stuff. Let me go ahead and slow it down a little bit. Those neighbors right there, they have a brand new baby, so I don't want to make too much noise. Yeah, that's so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and just park it, just because I don't want to get in trouble from all the neighbors. Alright. Well, there you guys go. That's the install of the Cobb access port. And that's also the install of the short ram intake from Cobb. I'm still gonna be doing that turbo inlet pipe. This was just the short ram intake. But overall, I'm really happy with the noise it makes. I still have to do the blow-off valve like I've mentioned before. but to start, this is a much better sound. You can actually hear the turbo and the stock blow off valve, and it's a nice sound. I missed it. The GTR, it made a noise, but it didn't sound anything like that. This sounds way different. I miss the way it sounds. It used to sound on my old one, so this is bringing back some good memories. But that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. Please go ahead, drop a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Don't forget to head to the website, pick up some merch. I do have stuff in stock all the time. I haven't made it yet, but I just made an order. But I do have shirts readily available, so if you place an order, I'll get it to you. I'll get it shipped out in a matter of a few days or so, if not same day. But don't forget to head to the website. It'll be the first link in the description, and don't forget to follow me on social media. I'll have them linked at the end screen like I always do. But now you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.